Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe. There's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Guys, how you going? Hey John Paul, how you going? Hey everyone, won't make it, will be watching in the morning. Mum hopes Kai's doing well and she's sending love. God love her and God love you too. Out to lunch, John, you're good and that's great of Mum. Prayers for Kai, for me too. And Kai has joined us. Good to see you, Kai. John out to lunch on home. That's good. Kai said give Mum big hugs. Out to lunch said, Kai, you take gabapentin? Wow. Kai said, not sure on 9 things and full spectrum wheat extract. Wow. Out to lunch said, Pfizer is in some lawsuit about that, I think, that, or the capsule isn't being filled or something. Kai's pretty baked at the moment. Who else have we got in here? We have Kai out to lunch. Oh, here we go. It's just updated itself. Got Alex, how you going? David, how you going? Who else have we got in here? Is that it? Alex, Kai, David. Wow, there's a lot of comments in here. G'day, Shannon, how you going? Charles, how you going? Okay, let's get into some news. I probably won't be on too long today, because it's going to be hot, man. I'm already hot. And I got a slight cold. Sorry, guys. Picked it up from the, the grandkids. Laura Loomis said disloyal trader Kayleigh McEnany is on Fox News right now, trashing President Trump for not attending the debates. She really is a rhino. There will never be a shortage of opportunistic pretty women who use powerful men to get to the top, only to go on to stab them in the back. I've heard a lot of people say Kayleigh McEnany has turned on Trump. So you can make up your own mind about that. DC Drano said another all-American business is stepping up to support free speech on X. Terrence William, cousin Tees.com Pancakes, which he started after the left cancelled Aunt Jemima, has committed to switching his ad spending from Facebook to X. I hope people support the business that support our free speech. And this is Terrence K. Williams with his new Cousin Tees. I'd go and buy some Cousin Tees, definitely. See, homegrown people. That's who you need to back, not these massive corporations. Ryan Geriston, I don't know who all these people are, but they come up when, you just go onto for you instead of following, and you get all these different points of view of everything. Ryan Gerritsen said, during my jab mandate disclosure meeting with my employer, my union provided me with a rep who was also part of their health department. She asked if I had any questions. I proceeded to ask her how many other employees have communicable diseases like hepatitis and HIV, and if they told the rest of the staff that these employees carry it. She said that would be discriminatory if they had to disclose medical information like that. I said, then why am I here? She couldn't answer. 10 minutes later, this poor guy was fired after 19 years for failing to comply with the mandate. Still happening now? Like, unbelievable. Just say no. Leading reports said breaking at least 4 elections in the US have been overturned by courts this year after voting irregularities and fraud were discovered. At least 4. Still going. Chuck Costello said breaking report, independent militia spotted and confirmed by Border Patrol in Lukeville, Arizona, where mass illegal crossings have been taking place. America's border policy is so bad, citizens are now forming militias. Should Mayorkas be impeached, or is this on Joe? Just do them both. Impeach them both. Why not? Wyatt said, now that January 6 lie has fallen apart, when did the treason trials begin? Because it is falling apart. Fannie Willis is actually collapsing. The whole thing's just collapsing. So Sky News Australia said a Perth primary school student's attempt to change a local street name that she found offensive to Aboriginal Australians has been rejected by her local council. And it's called Black Boy Circuit. Well, there's a tree that's called Black Boy too. Are they going to cancel them? The Black Boy tree? Is there a White Boy Circuit or street? What about Black Woman Street or a White Woman Street? You know, is there any of them? I don't get this. Everyone's getting too offended over shit these days. Seriously. Raymond McCowan said at one stage Australia was top 8 of all world standing for education. Today we are 71st. Well done, Australia. This is disgraceful. We don't have dumb kids. We have bastard teachers and teachers' unions. We also have shit parents who don't care. Otherwise they'd say something. Australia is stuffed. There you go. Says a lot for homeschooling the kids, doesn't it? Gunther Eagleman said, who would have imagined a 67-year-old Liberal professor would have committed the mass shooting at UNLV yesterday? Why are these shooters always Liberal? Because a lot of them are. Groomed to be that way? Maybe have a slight mental deficiency and groomed to be that way? Matt Couch said New York City will be charging Americans now $23 a day to enter the city. The first city in American history to install mandatory tolls. Passenger truckers will pay a premium fee of $23 to $36 per day. New York is about to go red. We got that all over Sydney too. If you take any, not a toll to enter the city, but a toll to use the roads to enter the city. There's probably one road that doesn't have tolls that you can enter the city, maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, but most of the roads, the faster roads leading into the city here in Sydney have tolls on them. Dr. David Cartland said, I thought you were vaccinated. Piers Morgan trolled after testing positive for COVID-19, anchoring his show from home. But I thought they were I thought they were supposed to stop it. Vernon T. Ranch said, I'm not sure how closely anyone's paying attention to the civil trial of DJT in New York, but it's being reported that every financial statement provided to the banks had a disclosure statement that the banks should verify the valuations for themselves. How does Letitia James even bring this lawsuit? Additionally, New York University accounting professor Ellie Bartov found that there are no accounting errors in the filings. Universities in New York tend to not like DJT. They need to file for a motion of summary judgment, and when Engoron finds against him, move straight to the appellate court. This man is a disgrace to the bench. Did they get this man out of retirement for this? That's what I want to know. I don't know, he's a weird looking guy. Look at his face, it's weird. I don't know. Something wrong there. Wyatt said President Trump is trying his best to give this country back to the people and half the country is too stupid to appreciate it. I was watching something this morning that was very, very interesting. Tim Pool did a culture war episode this morning, being, is Trump or Elon the Antichrist? It was interesting, okay? That's all I'm going to say. If anyone wants to go and watch it, it was Tim Pool and it's called Culture War, and it was about, is Elon or Trump the Antichrist? I'm not saying which way it goes. You have to watch it for yourself. But yeah, it's interesting. Mark D. Dixon. Does anybody else get the feeling Brittany Higgins has lied her way to a fortune in order to stop herself from being fired for being caught drunk, nude and asleep in the minister's office? This is here in Australia. She had previously been warned about her behaviour and counselled for lying. So our Kavanaugh accuser, Brittany Higgins over here in Australia, equal to the Kavanaugh incident, right? She's been caught drunk, nude and asleep in the minister's office. Very interesting. Was it a blackmail situation? You do this for us and you won't get fired. Who knows? Douglas McGregor said the White House has made direct threats against Russia. Kirby said the US military would likely intervene if Russia achieves victory in the conflict in Ukraine. The US military will very likely have to get involved if Putin achieves a strategic victory in Ukraine. Earlier, Biden expressed confidence in Russian aggression towards NATO after his victory in the current conflict. If Putin takes Ukraine, he will not stop. He will continue to move and attack a NATO ally. This statement confirms that Americans are governed by morons. Don't worry, you're not the only ones who are governed by morons. Look at Canada, look at us here in Australia. Oh, look at New Zealand, look at all of us. We're all governed by morons. Centurita said, reduce carbon footprint if you want cheap finance. Isn't that blackmail? That's the National Australia Bank. Is that not blackmail? Sounds like it to me, I don't know. Ariel said the predatory producer. List of teen boys P. Diddy has done really weird things with. Okay, sexual encounters. If they ban me, they ban me. I'm over it. Seriously? Censoring yourself? Usher, Justin Bieber, Orlando Brown, Soulja Boy, Bow Wow. These are alleged incidents of Sean Combs, who during the early part of these men's careers abused them. Reports also suggest his former assistant, Fonzworth Bentley, was also involved with P. Diddy sexually. And according to eyewitnesses like the former bodyguard for Sean Combs, Gene Deal, stated that Ja Rule was also sexually involved with the now defamed producer. There are numerous rumours how Combs was seen in a sexually compromising position back in the 90s when a former female lawyer for Bad Boy Entertainment? Scene singer? I don't know. Bad Boy Ent. Scene singer Christopher Williams was giving P. Diddy a BJ in his office during a time Williams was looking for a record deal. Now late Kim Porter was reported to have everything on Diddy, including all of his sexual escapades and evidence of human trafficking. Diddy, of course, knowing all this, was tempted to keep an eye on Kim Porter and put all types of cameras around her home. But Kim hired a professional electrician who had a special device to find all the secret cameras and removed all of them. They were in the walls, ceiling, chandeliers, bathrooms, bedrooms, kitchen, guest room, etc. Kim later on started dating this man who helped her evade Diddy, which drove him mad because he could no longer keep tabs on Tim by spying on her. Jaguar Wright, a former background singer for many artists, stated before anyone in the known media that P. Diddy was a human sex trafficker for Hollywood elite. One being Clive Davis. Did you know P. Diddy ordered Kim Porter's casket prior to her death? But I digress, as the current situation with P. Diddy hovers around the abuse of his ex, Cassie, who filed a lawsuit which was settled within 48 hours, resulting in a $30 million settlement for Ms. Ventura. The lawsuit claimed that P. Diddy not only beat and abused Cassie, which resulted in bleeding and bruising, but he would let his male employees, you're kidding, gang attack Cassie, and Diddy would film everything. Some say he used this as blackmail to keep her quiet and complicit if she ever tried to leave him or attempted to date other artists who may have taken a liking to her. Evidence of this is the famous producer Kid Cudi, whose car exploded in his driveway. This, of course, had to do with P. Diddy finding out Cassie was working with him. In the lawsuit, it was also exposed that P. Diddy suggested that Cassie shave side of her head while out on a date night with rapper Young Jock and his wife, which surprised Cassie and wondered if P. Diddy was playing around until she learned he wasn't, which was something out of place for her fans and the general public at large at that time in the mid-2000s. This was also during a time where Cassie was offered to participate in something else P. Diddy suggested, which was voyeurism. This was the first time Cassie was tasked with finding a male sexual partner for her and Diddy, where the man was invited to the home where they all wore masquerade masks. Diddy called this particular lifestyle freak-offs, where he would offer pills, alcohol and other drugs before they engaged in intercourse. Who will be next to be exposed in the music industry as a sexual deviant? R. Kelly, P. Diddy, Jay-Z? So R. Kelly already has, P. Diddy already has, and Jay-Z, maybe that's next. There are claims out there that the reason Chris Brown and Rihanna got into an altercation was due to the fact that Brown found out he had herpes, which he contracted from Rihanna, who supposedly got it from Jay-Z. We also know of other reports that Sean Carter trafficked Rihanna around the music industry to secure contracts and deals. So, are we witnessing the downfall of Hollywood tyrants? It would appear so, as this trend will not slow down now that the blood has been spilled and witnessing and victims alike see an opening they never had before. The entertainment industry is burning and marshmallows are being passed around while it's happening. Rolling Stone, Sean Combs accused of gang attacking of 17-year-old in new lawsuit. Wow, what lovely people these people are. Not. Wow. Jamie McIntyre said, who is more respected globally, Putin or Biden? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is. Who's more articulate and intelligent? Who was actually elected with a large majority of support and who was put in power by oligarchs by rigging elections? Who oversees a healthy growing economy despite being sanctioned with low debt and backed by real assets, resources, and a successfully diverse multicultural nation with traditional values versus a woke nation, going quickly broke and free speech being removed and democracy trashed? Which nation is a renewed military power and just defeated effectively NATO in Ukraine and is stronger than ever and has real allies in the BRIC plus nations and wider alliances, including emerging military powers in China, Turkey, Iran, India and the Middle East, versus a woke and rapidly declining military power that has no other support other than blackmailed Western vassals states, including Australia? Which nation can produce weapons at 1/20th of the cost of the other and controls its own military-industrial complex? Which nation is not controlled by Israel and rightfully opposes Israel's genocide of unarmed Palestinians? Who is rapidly becoming the new world leader and spokesperson of the majority of the world versus a political joke? Which nation founded by a corrupt criminal elite banking family that even its main street is named after in Tel Aviv, that is known for starting most wars over the last 100 years now globally to profit from and steal resources that control the US? Or is it people who say they are Jews but are not? I'm not saying that everyone in Israel is saying they're Jews but are not. What I'm saying is the leaders of these people. I'm still not taking sides on this. I don't think any of this should be happening, but look, it is. So let's just, or maybe it is, I don't know. Oh, let's just see what happens. Yeah, the main street named after that is known for starting most wars for over 100 plus years now globally to profit from and steal resources that control the US, that now perhaps has overplayed its hand with sheer arrogance, now setting itself on the path of self-destruction. Does the fall of the cabal that's underway mean the end of Israel as we know it and its control of the US and the West and its dream of a one world government, one world corporation, think BlackRock? As it's rapidly becoming isolated without the control of the US, it has almost zero support other than the Western vassal states it controls, and the US is no longer the dominant economic or military power. Will the world be fine without the criminal elites behind Israel and its NWO plans? I do believe so, but I'm still not... I just feel sorry for innocent people stuck in the middle of this shit, if it's actually happening. Because it still reminds me of Ukraine. Alexandra Marshall said 1 million migrants a year and we've still got a shortage of doctors and nurses. It's almost like our government lied about who they were bringing in. Yeah, they said the best of the best. Instead it was the worst of the worst. Not all of them. Not all of them. Liz Crogan said, boom, Elon Musk drove a 9,500% surge in Pizzagate content. The Rolling Stone reports Montclair State academics document that Elon Musk's Pizzagate tweets increased activity on X related to Pizzagate by 9,501.5% from the month prior. The paper added that the most viewed and liked posts showed support for the Pizzagate conspiracy and came from verified accounts. As I've been saying, this is really why they're coming for Elon. Too bad the damage is done and nothing can stop what's coming. Hi, Bob. I don't know who Bob is, but hi, Bob. The MSN and corrupt politicians pulling ads from X can go F themselves. There you go. It's coming out of the Rolling Stone. I don't trust them as far as I could throw them, but let's go along with it. Aussie17 said, holy moly, another U-turn. The ex-CEO of Singapore's largest local insurance provider just issued a statement advising against any boosters. Mr. Tan Kin Lane, I don't know, most notably known for his extensive 30-year tenure as CEO of NTUC Income, Singapore's only insurance cooperative, issued a statement on the 6th of December. Some of you may be deciding if you wish to take another booster. MOH recommends it for the older people but does not compel it. I've decided not to take it. My friends pointed out there are 21,282 deaths in 2018, the year before the pandemic. It has now increased to 26,891 in 2022. This increase of 26% is significant and alarming. It seems more people are dying from cancer, heart failure and stroke. The deaths from COVID is quite low now. My friends have a lot of literature and concluded that the mRNA has caused the body to suffer a drop in immunity that has led to the additional deaths from the above causes, i.e. cancer, etc. Allegedly, apparently, okay, just for YouTube. I think that they might be right. The vaccine may cause harm to the immune system. I decided I do not need it because few people are dying from COVID now. The virus is now quite mild. There's no need to take the risk of having another one. Recently I did a straw poll among a dozen people. About 88% said they won't take it. 75% think that it harms the body. This is only among a dozen people. But still, I think it's still good that now insurance company is coming out and saying, no, don't. Okay, Rad's replying to ABC News who think we're going to be... Scientists have confirmed 2023 will be the hottest year on record, with the official declaration from Climate Change Service Copernicus made with a month to spare. Right? Rad said, rinse and repeat. UN predicts disaster if global warming not checked. June 29th, 1989. And the United Nations said the entire nations could be wiped off the face of the earth by rising sea levels if global warming trend is not reversed by the year 2000. What year is it again? 2023. And we're still not being drowned yet. Awakened Outlaw said, what if you were to find out the attack on Pearl Harbor that got us into World War II was just an earlier version of 9/11 aimed at shocking a nation into going to war as a result of absorbing and self-inflicted mass casualty event? True. Stu Peters said at this point it's not a coincidence. What the hell? Alvin Goldstein, January 10th, 1936 to December 19th, 2013, was an American pornographer. He's known for helping normalise hardcore pornography in the United States. Lucky he's gone. That's bad. Look, porn's bad for people. It wrecks relationships. It's not good for relationships. It's not good for people. And yes, things become normalised that should not be normalised. Like something shit like that. Here in Australia, we just call it shit shoveling. We just shit shoveling. Lisa, the Daily Labor train wreck, is early this morning. Maybe there'll be 2 today. This is Lisa Wilkinson, Wilkinson, the girl who helped our Kavanagh accuser, and she works for media. Labor colluded with, then weaponised rape allegations for political purposes. You don't say. Then Labor's $2.4 million payment made Higgins an overnight multi-millionaire. Connect the dots. And for what for you see. And what? Connect the dots and what? For you see. Okay. The actions of Labor, in particular Katie Gallagher, needs to be closely scrutinised. Labor colluded to weaponise these allegations for political purposes and then use taxpayer dollars to pay Higgins out without proper oversight. ICAC must act on this as a matter of urgency. Senator Gerard Rennick said it's taken a defamation trial to discover the truth, but finally we know how much the Albanese government paid to settle Brittany Higgins' untested claim that she would not be able to work for at least 40 years after allegedly being attacked by Bruce Lemon. If the figure itself is astounding, $2.3 million, how much more extraordinary was the government's determination to pay the money without challenging the veracity of the claim? The payment went to the heart of Labor's hopelessly conflicted role in this tawdry affair. Instead, look at the supposed reason for the payment as stated by Higgins in the witness box on Tuesday, that the Commonwealth had admitted it breached its duty of care to her and that they didn't go through the proper processes, so that's actually why they settled with me. Useless government. The 2 women Higgins claimed had failed her were former ministers Linda Reynolds and Michaela Cash, who were alleged to have exacerbated a toxic and harmful work environment, subjecting her to victimisation, ostracism, and pressuring her not to discuss the assault or their responses to it. This payout is a disgrace. The idea that an employer can be held liable for the actions of people outside of work hours is laughable. Linda Reynolds wasn't even in Canberra on the night the alleged event occurred. Upon finding out what occurred, she immediately got Higgins a federal police support officer. The actions of Labor, in particular Katie Gallagher, need to be closely scrutinised. Labor colluded to weaponise these allegations for political purposes, then used taxpayers' dollars to pay Higgins out without proper oversight. ICAC must act on this as a matter of urgency. Now, okay, since this lady was warned in Parliament about maybe drinking, being naked, who knows, a lot of misconduct, I think what they've done is said, go and accuse this man of this and we'll compensate you for it. That's what I think. I don't know if I'm right, like I could be wrong, but that's just what I think. Andy No said Shane James, the Texas man accused of killing 6 people in Austin and Bexar County, was bonded out of jail last year by leftist group the Texas Organizing Project. Organised Texas. He cut off his ankle monitor after that. Sounds like Australia and our illegal immigrants. The Texas Organising Project was a donor to Bexar County DA, Gonzalez for DA, who is a Democrat. George Soros donated over $1.2 million to the bail group. Many violent suspects bailed out by leftist BLM-style groups across the US went on to murder people. So there you go. You're doing it in your country too. Mal Peters said, I wonder if it's feasible to take legal action against Bureau of Meteorology weather here in Australia. It's a nice academic debate in cities, but on farms their incorrect prediction drove the feeder steer price down by $450 per head. If you are in business of predicting weather, you have to be right. And they're not. Because like I said last time, if you take the temperature of a concrete, glass, tarmac city, it's going to be much hotter than in the country. And then it drives price down and they do all sorts of... everything's connected, guys. Even the weather. To prices of things. Obviously, look at the solar panels driving prices up right now. Laura Loomer said President Trump just posted this on Truth Social. He said he's heading back to court in NYC this morning to see the crooked Judge Arthur Engoron and batshit crazy and racist AG Letitia James. Trump says this case was decided against me before it was even started. Heading to a witch hunt with a crooked judge and a batshit crazy and racist AG. This case was decided against me before it even started. We won at the appellate division, but highly political and disrespectful Judge Angoran refuses to honour their order. Huh. So they've already been, okay, at the appellate division. They've already been cleared. They won at the appellate division. Dr. Nick Redpill said, "You've got VADES. 1 in 4 of you got it because of a coding error in the software. The dam is starting to break." I don't know, it's from Yahoo News. I hope not. My daughter, my mum, my son, everybody got it. Except me. Well, isn't AIDS an autoimmune deficiency syndrome or something? Isn't that what it stands for? So, in other words, whatever they've done just wrecks your immune system. And Fauci, by the way, invented that. Polly Bard said, "I'm going to be driving a lot today, and unlike that reckless prick Dan Andrews, I don't use my phone at the wheel. So I'd like to take a moment to get in early and express my outrage and disgust at the 6th detainee arrested for when the inevitable happens." Because apparently, I don't know, 5 have been arrested now, I believe. I don't know. But they're going like, he's going to get in early and express his disgust at the 6th one. So there must be a 5. Oh, what have I done? No. Oh, yep. Got to keep scrolling. Sorry, guys. Motion sickness. Look away if you've got motion sickness. Okay. Nearly there. There we go. Yeah, okay. We will not apologise to Australians for putting them at risk. This is this guy the other day who was saying, "I will not apologise." And the reporter was just asking him a question. Brad Jamin said there's no house shortage in Australia. It's all BS. Airbnb is the single biggest offender of rental shortages. It's the worst business model ever for society. It's like me owning all the water and only letting people use it on a weekend. It's effing communism. I don't know. No, there is a whole lot of immigrants in Australia, which also helps the rental shortage. But I do believe it's coming from a few angles. There could be a like with all the food, it could be a planned shortage, purposefully. But yeah, Airbnb is shit. Half them. Beware of cameras in your rooms when you go to hotels, motels, or Airbnb. Look around. Make sure you got no cameras in the room. In PowerPoints. Things like that. Dom LeCrae said, Boston is home to some of the most prestigious liberal schools. These schools teach students how unfair America is to black people. The problem is, they forget to mention that the median net worth for white households in Boston is $250,000, while black households are just $8. Are they for real? None of Boston's white liberal professors or politicians are doing anything to help black people be worth more than $8 in their own city. This is the cold reality of the white liberal. Their goal isn't to help, but to teach us to ask for it. That's disgusting. And the white liberals are the ones who call everyone racist, when truly, what are they? They start all this shit too. Look at BLM, under the black clothing, look at the colour of the skin too. Wyatt said, how can anyone not love the role Elon Musk is playing in the narrative warfare? Every day he's bringing attention to all the right topics, from Pizzagate, election fraud, to Q to Disney and more. He's taken over and removed censorship from one, if not the most effective, weapon they use to control the narrative. And he's dropping red pills to his 165 million followers along the way. Oh, and not to mention he's got the fake news constantly melting down and struggling to keep up with damage control. It really is magnificent to watch. And it is, although I'm still wary of Elon. Like, I'm I know he's doing, look, when he's doing good, I'm going to back him, but I'm still wary, but there you go. Tucker Carlson said the Biden administration is openly threatening Americans over Ukraine in a classified briefing in the House yesterday. Defense Secretary, oh my God, can I not speak? Hello? In a classified briefing in the House yesterday, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin informed members that if they don't appropriate more money for Zelensky, will send your uncles, cousins and sons to fight Russia. Pay the oligarchs or kill your kids. And of course, some added context. Austin warned Congress Tuesday that if lawmakers fail to pass more aid to Ukraine, that it will very likely lead to US troops on the ground. It's the same shit. Defending NATO allies in other countries Russia may target next. So they added context. It's the same thing. They're still going to send your sons, husbands out to war. Ann Vandersteel said Democrats are furiously trying to frame Donald Trump as future dictator if he wins. What's the big deal when we already have a big dictator in office? We've had one since Biden took the election back in 2020. He made COVID last 2 years after we had the jab. He mandated that people get jabbed or lose their jobs. He mandated that people wear 10-cent paper masks everywhere they went. He mandated that healthy American soldiers get jabbed or be kicked out of the military. And now he's focusing us to live in a third world country populated with people who hate us for who we are and what we have. So yeah, not so worried about any tyranny coming from Trump's second term. Anything he does will be to make America great again, and that's good for every American who lives here. Not just one race, everyone. Elon Musk said, "Why no advertiser boycott, Bob Iger? You are endorsing this material." What's this? CNBC said Facebook and Instagram content enable child sex abuse, trafficking, New Mexico lawsuit. Busted. Colin Rugg, also New Mexico, has sued Meta and Mark Zuckerberg for allegedly enabling child abuse material to be distributed. And everyone's going at Robert Iger and other advertisers. Will you be suspending advertising on Facebook and Instagram like you did with X? Disney is currently running 300 ads for Disneyland and Disney World on Meta. Examples attached. The lawsuit claims Meta was showing sexually explicit content to minors, child sexual coercion, and the sale of child sexual abuse material, according to New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres. I'll answer the question above. No, advertisers will not suspend advertising because they're lying hacks. There you go. And Balenciaga is disgusting, says August. Let's have a look at this. What's this?
Balenciaga. Let's start with their disgusting ad campaign, and no, I'm not worried about the devil drawing on the top right. What I am worried about is the caution tape on the bottom left that misspells Balenciaga B-A-A-L. If we search up B-A-A-L, we get King Baal, who in the Bible, if you sacrificed your firstborn child to him, you would get riches in return, as stated in Jeremiah 19:5. Kim Kardashian wore this tape as an outfit, and it looks like she's no stranger to King Baal.
She goes Balenciaga. Ball. Balenciaga. I'm a baller.
This is Lada Volkova, who is the chief stylist of Balenciaga, and it looks like she's into some really sick things. Balenciaga. Let's start with their disgusting ad campaign.
Okay, we don't need to hear that again, but there you go. Just sort of throw that in. I was searching Balenciaga for some reason. Oh, that's right, because they had a show. Daily Loud said Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz at the Balenciaga show. Harriet Eve 9 said, "Oh, so you all didn't actually cancel Balenciaga for their sexualizing children." The Hollywood Reporter said Cardi B is among the models walking in Balenciaga's fall 2024 runway show in Los Angeles. Oh my God. Is this fashion, is it? Look at the first one with the head popping out the top of it. Would you wear that? Couldn't pay me to freaking wear that shit. Sorry. But you couldn't. Bloody ridiculous. Balenciaga, Miss Costa's America. Balenciaga said they think you're too stupid to remember. Let's have a look at this one.
To us have launched advertisements in which they sexualize children, in which they portray children using sex toys, in which they portray children as sex objects. They even went as far as to promote the legalization.
You're going to have to read it. Child rape videos. Balenciaga eventually pulled back the advertisements, not because they thought that sexualizing children was wrong. They only pulled it back because it received too much backlash. And don't get me wrong, this backlash did not come from the media. It did not come from celebrities, from politicians, from judges, from banks. No, it came from the public, the people. The reality in which you live today is that the whole establishment supports pedos. Academia tried to rationalise it. Hollywood even practices it as an initiation ritual. Politicians and judges try to punish it as little as possible. Think about it. If you would have said anything that goes against the gender or transgender ideology, if you would have said anything that goes against the narrative of LGBTQ or Black Lives Matter, you would have been cancelled, or you would have been denounced. You would have been scrapped off the internet entirely. You would have even been imprisoned in some Western countries. But if you say anything about sexualization of children, if you promote pedo, well then, nothing happens at all. For way too long, we have allowed politicians, celebrities and bankers that visited Epstein Island to attack children to dictate us what to think, what to say and what to feel for way too long. We've allowed them to promote their degenerate values on us. That changes today. From now on, I want you all to think about dollars, pounds, euro, whatever, as a vote. Stop voting for companies that promote the sexualization of children. We, the people, have had enough. There you go. That was well done, I think, except for the music in the background. More from Balenciaga. Look at the stupid shoes. Look. How bloody big do you... How clumsy. I think they're just pulling our legs. Sartorial thug. I'm sorry to inform you Balenciaga have been making footwear again. I'm half convinced they're trolling to see if there's any limit to what idiots will buy. That's ridiculous. Darkage Possum said amazing regression. Oh no, I've read that. That is the end of that news. So what we're going to do is go to the Gateway Pundit for a bit. Hunter's in a lot of trouble. Former federal prosecutor breaks down latest Hunter Biden indictment. He's in a lot of trouble. Is he going to face up to court? Former federal prosecutor Will Schaaf broke down the latest federal indictment against Hunter Biden. The Justice Department on Thursday filed new criminal charges against Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden was hit with a 9-count indictment filed in the Central District of California: tax evasion, failure to file, pay taxes, and false fraudulent tax return. The new indictment was handed down by Special Counsel David Weiss after a sweetheart plea deal on tax charges fell apart over the summer. David Weiss's investigation into Hunter Biden is ongoing. The case was assigned to the United States District Court for the Central District of California. Judge Mark Scarzi, a Trump appointee. The indictment details a 4-year scheme to avoid the $1.4 million tax obligations he owed between 2016 and 2019 and to file false returns. Between 2016 and October 15, 2020, the defendant individually received more than $7 million in gross income. This included an excess of $1.5 million in 2016, $2.3 million in 2017, $2.1 million in 2018, and $1 million in 2019, and approximately $188,000 from January through October 2020. In addition, from January through October 2020, the defendant received approximately $1.2 million in financial support to fund his extravagant lifestyle, according to the indictment reviewed by the Gateway Pundit. The indictment details Hunter Biden's lavish lifestyle, drug use and addiction to prostitutes. Between 2016 and October 15, 2020, the defendant spent his money on drugs, escorts and girlfriends, luxury hotels and rental properties, exotic cars, clothing and other items of a personal nature. In short, everything but his taxes, the indictment read. The indictment reveals, screenshot below, Hunter Biden was spending millions of dollars on hookers, drugs, rehab, adult entertainment, fancy restaurants, etc. According to the indictment, Hunter Biden spent $683,121 on various women. Wow. Payments, various women. ATM cash withdrawal, clothing and accessories, tuition, education or extracurricular, health, beauty and pharmacy. Yeah, didn't spend much on that. Oh. Retail purchases, miscellaneous retail purchases, food, groceries and restaurants. Wow, he did. Oh no, that's thousands, isn't it? So that's 1,664,000. Okay. Wow, it is a lot. There you go. I was reading it as like, I don't know why, 1,664. Okay, let's go back to the next. What's the next story? Megyn Kelly reveals what Chris Christie was saying to her in viral video during debate commercial. Break says he was peed off. Introducing Ivory Hecker, the host of Gateway Beyond the Headlines on Vigilant News Network, weeknights at 6 p.m. Beautiful. Watch Christian schools. Kids lift car to rescue trapped mum and baby. It's a miracle. We've just seen God do so many things here. A report from KSL Television documents how dozens of students at Layton Christian Academy in Layton, Utah scrambled to help at an accident in their school parking lot, lifting up a car so that a mother and child who'd been hit and trapped underneath could be rescued. Let's have a look.
Dozens of high school kids in Layton coming to the rescue of a mother and her two young children hit and pinned underneath a car.
The kids actually lifted up the car so they could pull out the victims. All three are in the hospital tonight and are expected to survive.
News special Stan Rascone has a story tonight, joins us live from Layton Christian Academy. And Dan, some true heroes this evening.
Yes, really, some heroes out here today. You know, Layton Christian Academy is all about teaching their kids about loving and helping one another. That's exactly what happened out here in the parking lot today.
Can we see the video without the...
Stall took a spot in the car and lifted it.
Surveillance video showing students coming to the rescue at Layton Christian Academy, where a mom and her child were trapped underneath a car that just ran over them. Chris Crowder is the head of the school.
I didn't really know what was going on. I looked across the parking lot and noticed the car and they were screaming, and so I ran over there and I looked under the car and seen mom and child
hit and run over as they were walking up to get out.
It was a split second.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find the footage where they actually lift the car up. I don't know. I was hoping to see footage of where... I don't want all the mainstream news all over. I'll get another copyright. Breaking, Rep. Paul Gosar is second GOP lawmaker to demand House members access to the Gateway pundit currently blacklisted banned on Capitol Hill. Wow. Negotiations for Turkey to approve Sweden's bid to NATO membership devolve in ugly bargaining conflict in the Middle East may further complicate things. Reveal, banks filed 6 suspicious activity reports flagging Joe Biden's Wilmington, Delaware home address. And we know about Zuckerberg. Pizza. Zuckerberg. Not a fair fight. Elon Musk dunks on Hunter Biden after Hunter calls him dumb and damaged. Wow. Okay. Not much going on, really. Have you spoken to Hunter? Biden shuffles away from reporters like a coward after son Hunter hit with 9-count federal indictment. Okay, I'm starting to sweat my ass off. Hot flush? No, it's just hot. Oh dear, I've got no aircon, so no air conditioning, so I've just got to put up with the heat. And it's bloody hot already. What's the temperature? Because I am literally sitting here sweating. That's why I'm going to jump off soon. It's going to get too hot here, guys, and that light's even hotter. Republican challenger for George Santos, congressional seat linked to Black Lives Matter and anti-Trump. Yeah, this guy who was kicked from the Republican thing. But they won't, you know, Jamal Bowman, who pulled the fire extinguisher. Yeah, they won't do it to him, but hey, this guy, you know. In the race to claim the congressional seat once held by George Santos in New York's 3rd District, a new Republican candidate has emerged with connections that some GOP voters might find surprising. Kellen Curry, who positions himself as a Republican contender, appears to have significant ties to organisations traditionally associated with the left and with strong anti-Trump sentiments, the DC Inquirer reported. The DC Inquirer has recently unearthed details that point to Curry's relationship with the left-leaning consulting firm known as New Politics. Stephen Craven, Curry's senior campaign advisor, is a significant part of this operation. New Politics professes to dedicate itself to the recruitment and development of servant leaders who prioritise community and country over self, which on the surface seems a bipartisan goal. However, the DC Inquirer states that New Politics openly courts candidates with military backgrounds. Their stated mission is to revitalise democracy, could appear as a noble cause, but the organisation's been linked with ideologies such as critical race theory that are divisive and controversial among many conservatives. These values have led them to support a candidate roster filled exclusively with progressives and engage in racially discriminatory practices under the guise of diversity, of course. You know what? Doesn't help that I'm drinking a cup of tea, although my tea's going cold. Curry's campaign connections don't end with New Politics. He's also reportedly linked to the Lincoln Project, a political action committee known for its vigorous opposition to former President Donald Trump. Founded by nasty George Conway, this group has consistently worked against the MAGA movement and supported anti-Trump Republican candidates. Is that why they threw him out? Because the rhinos helped as well? To get a pro-BLM person? Because New York. I don't know. Far left Chicago's teacher union boss owes thousands in unpaid utility bills despite a $289,000 salary. Wow. I don't even do that and I'm broke, so I'm sure a lot of you don't either, and you're broke too. You still pay your bills. Even though you don't want to, you still have to. 26-year-old Atlanta woman arrested for attempting to burn down Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home. Wow. UPenn reportedly requesting university's woke president Liz McGill to resign on Friday over anti-Semitic testimony in Congress. Prominent rabbi resigns from Harvard's anti-Semitism board after school president's embarrassing testimony. Conservative commentator digs up a clip that shows what person of the year Taylor Swift thinks about Bible-believing Christians. I don't care what she thinks. Do you? Oh, okay. Rep Mike Collins' Christmas office party display features Hunter Biden and a Christmas stocking for his daughter. Watch Vivek Ramaswamy. Triggers Brian Kilmeade after neocon Fox News host cluelessly blasts his common sense Ukraine peace proposal. Network abruptly ends segment. Okay, I think that's it. IDF finds terror tunnels and rocket launchers at US and EU funded Hamas University in Gaza. Support J6 children this Christmas with one simple act of kindness. DC Taco stand owner says he spent $4,000 a week on private security due to crime crisis. And as I was reading the other day, that big companies do this, let it happen, to drive out small business. Oh, Tucker Carlson interviews Alex Jones, confirmed Biden walks around White House high on drugs and naked. Around the White House as well. Ronna McDaniel schedules 2 more debates with CNN before primaries because she hates Trump and the GOP. Oh dear. And I think Elon's thinking of letting Alex Jones back onto X. Because nobody should be censored. I don't care who they are. And Alex Jones is one of the ones who was debating whether Trump was the Antichrist or not as well. I thought that was Obama. Who knows? Okay, let's go into the comments because it's getting hot here, man. Seriously, what is the temperature? It's going to be 36 here. It's not as bad as down the mountain. It's going to be 44 there today. But most people have air conditioning. I feel sorry for other people who don't have air conditioning, like me. It's 28 now. It's not that bad. It must be my hot flushes just making it feel hotter than it is. Okay. Hang on, what's happening? Kai said, David, I swore up and down that my name was David for an entire day after waking up. Really? David said, G'day from WA, heaven crew, sun's up, no moisture. No, it isn't. Well, it's hot here. And blue skies so far. We're supposed to get storms, I don't know. They didn't turn up yesterday either. Kai said they hugged me snug up against the nurse's desk too. David said, that's okay. Okay, Kai, you can be one too. We once had a Dave's party, but if you weren't actually named David, it was $5 to be an honorary Dave for the night. Kai said, I had the notion that I had biblically been renamed, like a disciple. Kai said, I died 5 times. Hey Alex, how you going? David said, look, right, like Jacob becoming Israel, Kai. You won't hear me argue with God about any of that, of course. Kai said, I looked up the meaning of David, the beloved. Everyone's saying hello to everyone and out to lunch. Said, oh, we love Kai. David said, correct, Kai. Beloved I was named after my late uncle I never knew, died in a mosquito over the English Channel in 1842. Wow. Kai said, I love you guys too. Alex said, David also toppled Goliath, Kai. So glad you're feeling better. Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you're home. Out to lunch said, David, hi, guy. I'd pay gladly to be David for a day. Alex said, hope everyone's had a good week. Kai said, Alex, I'm an emotional wreck. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit, you know, like, I don't know, the heat does it too. It takes everything out of me and I just, like, fuck everything. Oh, dear God. And I'm sticking to the chair. I hate that. Oh, no. Kai said, I feel so odd. Don't worry, Kai, I feel odd today too. The last few days, actually. Like horror movies, reanimated dead guy odd. Oh, okay, yeah, totally different than my odd. Not liking it, to be honest. Oh, God love you, Kai. Alex said, bless you, I can imagine after everything you've been through, you've managed to stay so strong, Kai. Yep. Okay, and let's keep going down, and everyone's saying, oh, there you go, chat just jumped. I can only go back so far now. Hey, Judy, I can't see you, but I can see Alex saying hello, Judy. And Kai said, be right back. Shannon said, it's not a competition, Kai. Yes, you win the dying and reviving races. Kai said, okay, I'm back. Alex said, we sure had us all worried, but Kai's been a warrior, Shannon. Kai said, Shannon, believe me, I'm not trying to compete. No, I don't think you would be. Shannon said, I'm back in black. I'm back in black. 'Cause I'm back in black. Yes, I'm back in white. I'm in white. Out to lunch said, no white woman's street, but I'm pretty sure there's a hoe town. Oh, dear. Shannon said, I know, I was just trying to appeal to your dark sense of humour. Alex said, it's been strange weather up here. 1 minute it's freezing, then warms up a bit, then freezing again, Judy. Kai said, it's okay, Shannon. Alex said, Piers Morgan, the bird lady from Home Alone too. Out to lunch said, we should have a toll if you voted for Biden. Shannon said, I know of a place called White's Knob, and also a place called Iron Knob in South Australia. Kai said, dark humour is, I think I left my soul on the other side. And Kai said, I feel that odd, not funny. dark humour is. I think I left my soul on the side. Alex said, humour keeps me going, or else I'm sure I'd be crying, Kai. Yeah, I don't feel like crying, but I don't feel real happy today. I just feel like, bleh. Oh, I've got a lot of work to do. Kai said, I have an iron white knob from time to time. Randy, how you going? Luna, how you going? Yeah, hope the move's going okay, Luna. Out to lunch, said that was me deleting. Okay, good. As long as Google isn't doing it. Alex said, we need more exposure. It can't come out fast enough. Hey, Sherry, how you going? Shannon said, that's how the music industry in Hollywood works, don't you know? Randy said, Bieber bobs on knobs. Kai said, that's what she said. Out to lunch, said Shannon, yep. Hey, Nisi, how you going? Hey, Hev, and all of you. I got a notification just now. 13 minutes late, but I'm with you all live. Yippee, much love to you all. You too, Nisi. Out to lunch, said, hi, not ho, sorry. Nisi's laughing. Alex said, hey, Sherry, how's your granddaughter doing? Hopefully she's safe now, and but I'm sure you're missing her. Kai said, autocorrect. Out to lunch, said, dumb thumbs. Yeah, no, I got autocorrected the other day, and I put like it's, you know, I was saying it's, and it did something completely stupid, this big long word, and I'm like, I didn't bloody type that. I don't know what autocorrect is trying to do these days. Alex said, hey, Nisi Glover, YouTube is so annoying with the non or late notifications. Out to lunch, said, gotta be tough to be dumb. Luna said, Alex, move has been put on hold as some serious things happened and I had to be in a safe spot for my cousin. Oh. And you had to be a safe spot for your cousin. Oh. Prayers for you, Luna, and everything that's going on. Alex said, yes, indeed, it's all corrupt. Shannon. Kai said, out to lunch, nah. It's easy as having a seizure. Nisi said, no, I'm not a hoe on my own over 10 years, not interested at all, never a hoe, too funny. Yeah, no. Nisi, you sound like me. On your own for years and years. Randy said, hear anything about us marshals at White House? US Marshals at White House? No. Alex said, I know, Luna, I'm praying you and your children are okay. Please let us know if there's anything we can do. Yet Kai said, Luna, hope everything works out. Out to lunch, said, have a video of people being trafficked in a hidden spot, in a truck bed. Yes, I played it yesterday. Day before. The day before. Sherry said, she's fine, Alex. She's doing well. I miss her so much. Her sister was beaten up by her boyfriend 2 days ago. What is wrong with people? They have lost their minds. He's in jail. She's okay. Wow. You know, I had someone fly out of a side street at me yesterday and then proceed to tell me off. What an idiot. I was moving from the right lane into the left lane, which is you're supposed to do here in Australia. Stick to your left lane unless you're overtaking. So I was pulling over into the left lane and this guy comes flying out of a side street. Doesn't know which lane he wants to go into because he's going like this. So I moved out to the outer lane to let him go. And he starts... And I'm like, you're an idiot. Far out. He was in a big four-wheel drive. I'm in a tiny car, mind you, you know. So I don't want to be hit. That's why I moved over, away from him. Yeah, people have lost their ever-loving minds. Out to lunch, said little ones it look like. Randy said, I have black fatigue. Sounds like me. Shannon said, they all just stirring up division. Kai said, traffic of little ones should bring deletion. Alex said, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope she's okay. I can't believe how evil people can be. Sending love and prayers for her. Will you see each other for Christmas, Sherry? Yeah, good. Hopefully. I'm going to spend Christmas at my family's place this year. Out to lunch, said, you all? Alex said, I'm glad he's in jail where he belongs, Sherry. Randy said, Israel last. Kai said, the guy's in jail, find out why he's in. He will be a target. Kai said, honour among thieves, you know. Shannon said, the Rolling Stone, Time Magazine, Nobel Prize, etc. all deep state tools. Yeah, I know. Randy said, Pizzagate debunker caught with kitty porn. I read that one the other day too, I think. Alex said, same here in UK, even criminals can't stand a certain kind of evil, Kai. Kai said, everyone has family and friends that they want to protect. That's right. Alex said, oh really, chickens are coming home to roost, Randy? Yeah. Alex said, so many of them are caught with child abuse image videos. Yes, the majority of population still can't see it. Yeah, especially in Disney. Like, I would not take, if I had a child, I would not be taking it to Disney. I think it's the last place. Was it 2 days ago when I read out that someone said there was a trapdoor in Disney? And I said I thought that's where missing 411 people went. Somehow, some way, there's trapdoors in the mountains that people just disappear in the blink of an eye. Because they do. And you can't call out to them even though they've only been gone for 2 seconds because there's no answer. They're not calling out to people, they're just disappearing. Out to lunch, said anything can be put on a connected device if they wanted. Alex said millstones. Randy said, if you want anything to disappear, wrap it up in Epstein's list. That's exactly right. Sherry said, no, Alex can't afford to travel that far, but we'll video chat with her. Oh, that's good. At least you'll have, you know, some way of connecting on Christmas. Kai said, Randy is correct. Hey, Xenotron, how you doing? Randy said, if it was Trump's list, it'd be all over. Yeah, exactly. Alex said, that's a shame, but I'm glad you will still be able to see her on video chat, and at least she's safe, yeah. Randy said, everything Jew touches goes to shit. Look, I know I think there's problems on both sides of this, to be honest, right? There's problems with Israel and there's problems with the Palestinians. I don't know. Sort it out. Not you guys, you know, them. Sort it out. I think I'd just sit back and watch what happens. And it doesn't matter, like, if someone, I don't know, if someone bullies someone in front of me, I'll always stand up for them anyway. It doesn't matter where they are from. I don't like people being bullied either. Shannon said, you're late, Xena. Did you misplace the keys for your light cycle again? Xena said, love to all. Randy said, love to you too, thanks. Xena said, Sherry, Alex, Kai, Randy, that's all I can say. I'm sure there are others. Sherry said, true, Alex, that's what matters the most. Alex said, it's all distorted, which they love as it makes it harder for the truth to come out, Randy. Xena said, oh, Shannon, I've been here holding my fingers, lols. Xena said, just can't resist love Hev's topics. Oh, it's funny because I wasn't fit. I thought, oh, I don't know. Should I go on today? I'm not really feeling it, you know. In fact, I'm feeling like I should just stop altogether. Like, YouTube keeps deleting me. Rumble's going brrr. I don't know what's happening over there. Probably because I'm on YouTube. I don't know. I'm just like, should I just give up now? But I can't. I might take a break, but I can't give up. Randy said Biden's son up on 9 more charges. Yep. Alex said hopefully you can be reunited soon, Sherry. Yep. Shannon said I miss Alexa's colander. Alex's colander. Menacing said hello all. Hello, Menacing. Randy said that should lead to Dad then Obama. Yeah, well, I thought Obama was the Antichrist. He was very charismatic. Got everyone on board. I mean, if I was American, I would have voted for him in 2008. Thank God I'm not American. But he got in anyway, like, and everyone thought there would be change, but yeah. That's about when I woke up. Xenotron said, by the way, Hev, loved the little video you made of your drive the other day. Yes, that was from 2 different dates, okay? The first part was from 2020, so all the driving through the country. The second part with the yellow car in the snow was back in 2010 when I drove out to near Jinlong Caves because I knew it was going to snow, and it did. And I drove out there. So Randy said, hey, Muskrat. Everyone's saying hello. Sherry said, hopefully, Alex. Shannon said, that was an old video. Yes, it was. Yeah, I had it up on my other channel. My other channel got deleted. So the Lithgow one, I shortened it a little bit and then put the snow one at the end. Zena said, Randy, I think it's sad that after all the porn and K children on his laptop, all they can get him for is unpaid taxes on grifted, unaccountable money. No, I believe this is a step. There are steps. They'll get him on something little first. And then it'll open more, and then there'll be discovery of more and more, and then it'll start coming out. I believe that's how they said it would happen. Start with a drip and turn to a flood. I think that's how it goes. Menacing Muskrat said, how's everybody doing? I think I just said how I'm doing. Like, I'm just tired. I'm hot and I'm tired. That's how I am. Not too bad, really. Just hot and tired. Alex said, I didn't know how you could cut those ankle monitors off, and if you can, how come it didn't flag up or something? I know. I don't know, but they've done it here in Australia. They cut their ankle monitors off and ran. And then went and did things. More crimes. Oh yeah, now our smart government here in Australia have just announced they're going to make a registry, a firearms registry, National Firearms Registry. I've already got one. I don't know what they're talking about. And about 10 years ago, the data was leaked online. People's addresses were leaked online who were registered with legal guns, right? So it's all legal. They've done it the right way. Their addresses were put online. Their houses were broken into. And you know the only thing that was stolen? The guns. So, National Firearm Registry, eh? Not only have we already got one and they're taking credit for making one, I don't know what the hell's going on there. But we already have one. Unless they're going to try and tighten the laws. And then, hello, anyone who's got one? Yeah, send me one. Yeah, people will be going black market. Azina said, I'm awesome, menacing, beating my electroculture garden. Oh, yeah, I had to go and get some wire the other day to wrap around my other garden so the chickens don't get in, because they've now gotten both gardens at different times. I'll see what survives. That's where I'm at right now. I'm just seeing what survives. Randy said, I saw reporting of other stuff on his computer today. Oh, really? Out to lunch said, they're painting roads white to reflect heat, I seen. Oh, no. Randy said, black roads are racist. Shannon said, that judge looks like an evil, crazy Doc Brown from Back to the Future. Well, I don't know what's like, something looks really wrong in his face, like in his, who he is. When you look into his face, you can see something's not right. That's why I asked, did they bring him out of retirement to do this or what? Alex said, not too bad, hanging in there. Hope you're well, menacing Muskrat. Out to lunch said, Hev's a test subject or control subject. Menacing Muskrat said, well, we have just gotten over the flu, feeling good for Friday, yeah. Xenotron said, Randy, you are kidding. They have known about it for years. All they could hook him on was taxes. Alex said, me too, cruising with Hev Xenotron. Yep. Simone, how you going? Shannon said, I'm sick of going through the motions. Yeah, I know. I'm just hot and tired, that's all. I'll be alright. Give me a couple of days, mate. Couple of days. Randy said, they're all in on it. Alex said, that woman looks like she is doing the Nazi salute. Randy said, no apology, no mercy. Alex said, I feel that, Shannon. Hang in there. Out to lunch said, there is an app that will help your phone find cameras. Good stuff. I've got to download that app. I don't go anywhere, though. I don't go on holidays. Oh, dear. Alex said, glad you're feeling better, menacing Muskrat. Luna said, I'll have to go. I'll watch later on. That's cool, Luna. Have a good one. Zena said, there's a gated community on the Gold Coast where no one lives there. People sometimes drop in for a week or so, but all luxury multi-level on the water, fully furnished. Yeah. They're not overseas buyers who come for like 1 or 2 weeks a year to holiday, are they? Might be. Randy said, your phone can see vax people Bluetooth address. Wow. Zena said, with nothing but the best, empty a cleaner goes there once a week to freshen up, property and lawn maintenance, pool cleaning, all for no one. That's really strange, Zena. What are they doing? I'm sus on that one. Alex said, that's interesting, out to lunch. Not seen it here yet, but then this is UK, so we only get like 2 days of summer. Oh, take me back to the UK. No, I'm kidding. It's hot here, especially if you come from Ireland or the UK. It's hot. Just make sure you've got an air conditioner if you come here. Sherry said, heard there's going to be a whole big list of things we will not be able to get in 2024. Spices, toilet papers, eggs, poultry, meat, some veggies. It was a long list. Yeah, take everything with a grain of salt. Like, we might not be able to, but like, we may or may not be true, but I'm taking everything with a grain of salt right now because things are just getting wild. Out to lunch said, white roads will be racist. Zena said, stuck up on smokes and Jim Beam, great barter items for desperados. Pat said, can't drink or wash in water and have to buy bottled water, so why do we pay rates? Yeah, exactly. Out to lunch said, would be neat to drive on maybe. Randy said, I wouldn't be able to see, I'd have to have sunglasses on. Can you imagine the white reflecting of the sun? Like, as it is, when it gets hot on a black road, you see like waves of heat rising up off the road. You know, that it makes it, looks like nearly a mirage type of thing. And the road can even look wet. And it's not. It's just a mirage and the heat radiating off. Can you imagine it being white? I don't know, that'd reflect the sun a whole lot. That'd be so bright. Randy said, I'm glad I live in Ontario where lots of good things grow. Kai said, Zena got a vacant house next door to me. Zena said, white lines on roads will soon be offensive. Another white supremacist action, control freaks they are. Kai said, bullets are better. Sherry said, also heard from reliable sources elites are stocking their bunkers to last for 10 years. What could possibly last 10 years? Yeah, they've been doing it for a long time. Look at the seed vault too. They were expecting some major catastrophe. And then to go and, you know, to be able to regrow seeds again. Kai said universal trade item. Out to lunch said, Hev must have a short in the microphone somewhere. Do I? Or am I just really far away from it? And this seat just keeps creaking. Squeaky seat. Kai said USA, Tennessee, Montgomery County. Zena said, Hev, I'm noticing that you're going alien when you imply certain concepts. Ah. Is that what's happening? Randy said, I heard Zuck arrested. Out to lunch said, 37 minutes in, she sounds mechanical. I wonder if I've got to get a new microphone. I think it's YouTube doing it. Alex said, I wonder how much that will cost in paint. I dread to think how much actual tax is wasted in these schemes. No wonder our councils are going bankrupt with nothing to show for it. Santa said, Zucker loves baby ham, smoked baby ham, spit roasted. Kai said, Randy should be a bunch of arrests happening here soon. Alex said, Zuckerborg. Randy said, eat the baby. Zena said, Alex, no wonder they have to fine you for everything and have to have a charge for everything you want to do. Out to lunch said, kids are sheeps to eat. Randy said, many famous sacrifice firstborns. They do. Kai said, all of us are a chrome factory. The Drino, yeah. Out to lunch said, the City of Angels, the fallen ones, maybe. Randy said, look it up. Alex said, hey, Pat, we just got told in MSM that our tap water is full of forever chemicals and pretty much toxic. Xenotron said, looks like a funeral procession for ghouls. Oh, the Balenciaga thing, yep. Kai said, the new Disney movie, is it? Has incest. Oh. Shannon said, Jennifer Aniston, Adam Sandler, George Clooney, very big on pizza parties, love making their own pizza sauce, etc. I bet they do. Alex said, same old story, they never do anything for the right reasons, only because they are losing money. Kai said, body swap and type from Holiday Magic. Shannon said, they talk about it openly on Ellen DeGenerate show. Kai said, I'd done the wrong things to bad people for good reasons before. Alex said, I've seen videos of them all talking about pizza and Jen apparently having the best pizza parties. They must think people are stupid not to realise their sick code words, Shannon. Alex said, I've always thought fashion shows were weird and shite. Yeah. Seen a clown's shoes for clowns. Deb, how you going? From a very moist Adelaide. I wish it was here. Everyone say hello, Deb. Seen a set of man in a dress wearing clown shoes. That's where we're at. Kai said 4:44 p.m. here. Shannon said, hiya, Deb. You been thunderstruck at Adelaide yet? Kai said, make a wish. Deb said, hey, Kai and Shannon. Alex said, I mean, some of their outfits, yeah, let's walk around in bin bags that cost £1 million. Dear, oh dear. Out to lunch said 4442. Zena said, why would anyone declare grift money and pay tax on it, especially if it was blackmail money? Oh, Alex said it's 10:45 there. Well, probably more now, 11:20 maybe. Alex, bin bags are garbage bags, right? Garbage for sure. Kai said, what do you mean some? Almost all the clothes were bizarre. Out to lunch said trash bags. Zena said, wasn't he married? Out to lunch said, yep. Shannon said, what about Hunter's M&M expenses? Out to lunch said, who married? Alex said, never understood fashion shows and why people go crazy in love with them, same as really crappy art. Yeah, exactly. Kai said, I bet they either blackmailed or addicted the models to get them to do it. Menacing Muskrat said, Ben Swan opened my eyes regarding Pizzagate. That was years ago. Crazy. Kat said, hi guys, Megan Kelly's a Pizzagate denier. Maybe I got the last name wrong. Greetings. How you going, Kat? Good to see ya. Xanatron said, I thought Hunter had a wife and kids. Yeah, he did, but did he? I don't know. No, his brother Bo had the family. Oh, there you go. Menacing Muskrat said, amazing what we can accomplish when we work together. Alex said, oh wow, I hope the mum and child are okay. Yeah, I do too. I was just wanted to see the footage of them lifting it, because I mean, I've watched 5 guys, four or five guys, get on one side of a car and lift it up. It was only a little car, it wasn't anything huge, like it wasn't a 4-wheel drive or anything like that, but yeah, interesting. I hope they're all right too. Out to lunch said, menacing, you right. Deb said, no lightning yet. And Cat with a little smiley face and a little love heart face. Kai said, if I had been in any position ever to do anything, executive order springs to mind. Menacing Muskrat said, clock is still counting down, 7 days to go, December 15th. Somebody told me the other day that that's the financial crash. I don't know. Just letting you know. Be aware. Kai said, I do know. It's all a show. I don't watch much fake politics. Kai said, at some point, all hell's going to cut loose over everything at the same time. Shannon said, wet your shirt, Hev. That'll cool you down. No. We're not having a wet t-shirt or singlet competition. And plus, I'm so low. Look how low I am. I could do it anyway and you wouldn't see anything because I'm really low. I need to learn how to zoom this camera out in the settings. Alex said, I watched another Rotten Mango last night about Coco Lee and China's The Voice and how it was all rigged. She ended up ending her own life. Made me cry. She gave everything to the industry. Yeah, they're really interesting. She's got like true crime. I'd listen to, if you search Hush and Stephanie Sue, that Hush is a movie. And I'm sure she tells it better than the movie is. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm more entertained by her telling the story than I would be by watching the movie. That's how good it is. Kat said, yes, Kai, probably some blackout. Kai said, should be arrests and rescues. Menacing Muskrat said, I agree with Kat, for sure it's going to be amazing. Kai said, if we have failed a roundup. Out to lunch said, Hev hot. Randy said, fire extinguisher censured yesterday. Shane said, you can hang a wet towel around your neck, that'll help. Kat said, right now my life is great regardless of the trauma in the world because for one, the soul never dies. Exactly. Menacing Muskrat said, whoops, Kai, that was for you. Randy said, she is hot, but it may be hot too. God love you. I'm very plain, believe me, I'm very plain. Kai said, it's like this. Total war only lately in the material world. Deb said, my family always have hot tea in hot weather. It's supposed to help, they told me. Yeah, the only problem is I'm finding when you're getting hot flushes and you drink hot tea and it's a hot day, all of a sudden you get a rush of heat through your whole body and you, oh my God, what did I do that for? Kat said, even on IG, Trump is gaining popularity for saying he will end payroll taxes. The tides are going to turn, I hope. Alex said, she stood up against the industry. Here's the link if anyone's interested. Death of a pop star leads to the evil truth behind the voice of China. Kai said, in the astral realm, I was always busy to the point a FBI agent pops up in BSA chat and asks me to stop. Deb said, just hot stuff, you are. I wish. Kai said, phone, no, actually I don't. I like being me. Kai said, phone, be right back. Alex said, me either, all the world's a stage, Kai. Deb said, I'd love to be a fly on the White House. Randy said, no tunnel in Gaza, too much water all around them and no soil depth. I heard that they'd flushed the tunnels in Gaza out with water. I don't know. No idea. Kai said, the seizures may actually bear tax, only happens during sleep. Ooh. Deb said, it's getting hot in here, so keep on all your clothes. Yeah, no one wants to see that. Randy said, security cams see nothing, so would fly. Darren, how you going? Out to lunch said 85-degree Fahrenheit weather says. Oh, shoot, jumped again. Where am I? All I have to do is look for 85-degree Fahrenheit. 80 degree? Oh my goodness. Where am I up to? Oh, I'm way back. I am way back. Yeah, I need a dash cam. Whoever said that, I do need a dash cam. My God, I was really way back. Okay. Alex put my other links in there. Out to lunch said, at Hev's. Darren said, good to see you, Kai. Alex said, hey, Darren and Debbie. Yeah, it's not that hot. I'm just, I overheat. My house has been hot since yesterday, so we don't have aircon, so we can't cool the house down. So during the night, it was 24 degrees Celsius. And I was sweating half the night. Lovely. Now I've got to change my sheets again. Randy said, supper time, bacon and pancakes. Yum. Oh. Randy said, real maples. I only buy real maple syrup. It used to be $10 here. I'm sure it's gone up to like 15 or something. Kai said, Kai's laughing, dark humour. Darren said, good evening, Alex. David said, did I write 1842? I meant to say 1942, of course. They hadn't officially invented the airplane in 1842, of course. David, honestly, at the moment, I wouldn't have been able to tell because my brain's not with it. It's melting. Alex said, you should put a cotton sheet on your chair. It's horrible sticking to leather plastic. Yeah, I've got the blanket thing on the bottom, but it's not completely covering the front of the chair. My legs are sticking to the, the front, the edge. Hang on. Ah. Let me just pull that down so I don't stick anymore. That'll help a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to try and move forward. Okay. Deb said, yummy, Randy. Yeah, bacon and pancakes. Out to lunch said, almost time for Hev to start mowing the yard. We're actually, my son's paying for someone to come in and do it this time. He doesn't want me to go out in the heat and do it. I'll probably fall over and pass out. Oh, how you going, George? Randy said, see you all next time. Bye for now. Going to eat. Yeah, enjoy, Randy. Out to lunch said, I made Hev laugh. Now make her cry. Alex said, I heard something about them trying to flood the tunnels with seawater or something like that, Randy. I heard the same thing, Alex. Kai said, dark humour, every nightmare every creature has ever had. Darren said, I hope there's no hostages in the tunnels they're flooding. Out to lunch said, flooding tunnels in Gaza or something. Yeah, that's what I heard. Alex said, it's been really hard few years for everyone. I think we're all exhausted with it. Kai said, I pity the next opponent in the ether, for I am in need of a soul, it would seem. Deb said, I had to send a package to Mr. Dickheaded Iron Knob. Good on you, Deb. Alex said, autocorrect is so annoying. Darren said, there's still a way to go, Alex. Davis said, the first casualty in any war is the truth. Tunnels, no tunnels, seawater flooding tunnels. Guess I don't know. Can't see what's happening from my seat in Western Australia. Exactly. Deb said, I have crumpets with poached eggs. Oh, yum. I'm going to get hungry. I was going to try and leave before my stomach started growling this morning. Kai said, those tunnels being handled without regard. Alex said, maybe these things are designed to annoy us. Wouldn't be surprised. Out to lunch said, make a cry, not hungry, people. Pat said, have a wet cloth around your neck may help, or a spray bottle of water. Well, I had a wet cloth earlier. You know what I do have? I've got a spray bottle with water in it. Watch this. I had a face washer, a cloth for my face. And it dried, like within an hour. And I had the fan on, so the fan, I just knocked that over. Right. Oh, it's got to be on spray at least. That's it. Now my glasses have water all over them. Okay. What are you doing? Do you want to go out there and store up? Hang on a sec. Oh my goodness. Now you want to go up. Oh, my shorts are riding up. All in white today, and I've done it again. Don't mind me, I'm just wrecking everything along the way, knocking things over. Okay, now I need to clean the glasses because it's got water all over it. Okay. Out to lunch, said hungry's okay, no make a cry. Let me put these back on so I can't hear myself talking. Darren said, Deb, do you poach eggs because they're too expensive to buy? Kai said, Alex, very well could be. Keep everyone distracted. Oh, Menacing Muskrats put a link. Pizzagate, Pettigate, Titus Frost, part 2. Darren said, yes, Alex, the more annoyed we get, the more things we miss. And Deb's laughing at Darren, and Menacing Muskrats said, hello, George. Out to lunch, dash cam, I believe everyone needs one. Yes, I do. Because that would have been interesting to put that on the internet. Let me tell you. Especially him going off at me, I'm like, you're the dickhead who pulled out. David said they love to install any negative emotion they can into vulnerable masses, especially fear. Don't let them have it, people. Starve them of the loosh. Out to lunch said, Hev, your car yellow. Yeah, that was my old car, the one I crashed. Well, someone crashed into me, actually. It wasn't even my fault. And it was a four-wheel drive, just like the one that pulled out on me yesterday. So imagine me freaking, I'm back in the other lane again. Let him have his way in the left lane. But he didn't know which lane he wanted to be in because he was in both lanes. He's an idiot. Alex said, the link says it's restricted and contains incitement to hatred at Menacing Muskrat. Wow. Kai said, Muskrat, will you post the link on your channel description page for later? Deb said, I have it menacing link. I have it menacing, the link, I mean. Menacing Muskrat said, let me see what I can do on this end. Good on you, Menacing Muskrat. Shannon said, that's her old yellow car. That's an old movie clip out to lunch. Yeah, I love that car. It was a manual, so, you know, stick shift. Is that what you call it in America? Go, man, change your gears yourself, you know, that one. We call them manuals here in Australia. I love manual cars. I don't like autos. It's like I could go to sleep during that drive. Dave said, muskrat. Kai said, one thing. Out to lunch. Said, okay, Shannon, we played bingo with yellow cars. Kai said, yesterday night the roads here were deserted. Really? Alex said, yeah, I'm sure they like to promote things they know anger people. I don't even hit the dislike on anything. That actually promotes it even more, David. Kai said, usually stupid traffic. Alex said, the best thing is to click off right at the beginning, and that tells the algorithm to not promote it, David. Out to lunch said, yellow vehicles. Darren said, muskrat and Alex, I tried it too. It's restricted in the UK. We are heavily censored unless you use a VPN. Alex said, yeah, to me that just says there must be something to it, Darren. And menacing, yeah. Dave said, muskrat's link worked for me. Alex, no hate speech warning, just took me straight there, and indeed just don't resonate on their wavelength with that polarised emotional centre bullshit. Deb said, all wars are paid for by the same people. Out to lunch said, my love is here too. Oh, hello, Mrs. Out to lunch. Fred loves Donna and Donna loves Fred. Alex said, if they had any sense, they would let us all decide for ourselves, but they're too worried too many people are waking up. There you go, Fred loves Donna. Now I'm getting itchy because the water's starting to dry. Miss Out to lunch said, hello, Hev and all chat peeps. Bless you, Hev, keep on keeping on. Davis said, don't think you handle a Perth summer too well. No. No, I could not handle a Perth summer. It's too hot over there. Way too hot. In fact, I'd like to go and live in the snowy mountains here in Australia. Because while we're having 34 degrees, they're at 20 something. Yeah. Okay. George said, never give up, Hev. Deb said, God love you, Hev. No, I won't give up. Sherry said, Xenotron, I have 2 empty rooms. I could use a roommate. I live in Indiana, US. Alex said, also, I thought Bitchute Rumble was not really censored, but clearly not. Darren said, they treat us like fools, Alex. It shows that Bitchute is playing along with the censorship too. I've got hair now. Everyone said, George is saying, hello, Miss Out to lunch, and hi, Sherry. Sena said, oh, Sherry, don't tempt me. Maybe I could sneak through the border. And Sherry said, hi, George. Melissa and Mike said, take a break, but don't give up. You are just so much yourself. Sanity. Oh, God love you. I just felt like I wasn't doing anything. Like I was thinking, am I actually helping? Oh. Alex said, must just be UK then. How annoying. Yeah, just get a VPN. I think you can get a free one. Thunder VPN's free, I think. Zena said, I remember that song, Indiana Wants Me. Dave said, I got to Bitchute straight from here, Alex. Maybe you have some browser restrictions turned on? Sherry said, sure, you could, Xenotron. Everyone else, there's no problem here. How about some patriots start crossing the border? See how they like it. Then they'd shut it down. Huh, that might be an idea. Get all patriots crossing the border from other countries and, like, patriot to the USA, and watch how quickly they shut it down. Zena said, I want to be there next year for inauguration of Trump. Oh, wouldn't that be great? Alex said, the flood is certainly coming. Sherry said, and they give you free phone and $5,000. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Not like, only because it's taking from the taxpayers. That's what, you know, I'd be real worried about that. Darren said, no, David, the restriction message is served by the Bitchute site. Pat said, endure to the end, Hev. Oh, Will, don't you worry. David said, oh, it could be UK censorship, Alex, possibly by the UK government, but also possibly by an outside algorithm. Mrs. Out to Lunch said, love you, Fred. Oh, you two are cute. Zena said, Obama certainly was a vassal and a minion for the pits of hell. Out to Lunch said, I'm David today, lady. Zena said, I never get tired of nature. No, neither do I. Alex said, yeah, it could be. Reminds me of the old DVD players where you could only pick up a region 3 times before it stopped working. Kai said, Zena, you've obviously never been the subject to a hornet swarm or snake bite. Mrs. Out to Lunch said, I love you, David. David said, I got no message from Bitchute or anything else. Darren just took me straight into a new tab as I ordered it to. Santa said, Hev, I get the strategy is that with Hunter, it's just disappointing that the kiddie pool wasn't enough to motivate. I know. But they did say that the smaller things will lead to the bigger things later, yeah. I'm just tired. Said Australia Post has banned mail to or from Israel. Really? Miss out to lunch said that doesn't sound right. Shannon said me and nature have had a nice old tussle the other day. I'm still sore 2 days later, but all the weeds are gone. Lol. Sherry said I live in a very quiet small town, country all round and farms and oh, that would be beautiful. Deb said you both are funny, Mr. and Mrs. Out to Lunch. One day we'll have complete freedom, said Alex. Darren said that was a pain, Alex. I had British DVDs and Debbie wouldn't send US ones over. I learnt to use universal ones on the PC. And David said, yes, I remember that, Alex. Lol, I remember DVDs too. I've still got DVDs. Lots of them. Alex is laughing at Shannon. Zena said, actually, I had to swim through a swarm of jellyfish. Took months for the welts to go down. Deb said, great job, Shannon. Don't worry, Zena, I got you. I knew what you meant. Took them, yeah. Kai said jellyfish, oh shit. Zena said, Sherry, I live in a mountain 580 foot above sea level, surrounded by mountains. I don't know what foot is in, but I live 1,025 metres above sea level. And there are bigger mountains in Australia. I'm just at 1,000, just over 1,000. If you go to the Snowy Mountains and if you're at the top of Thredbo, you're over 2,000 metres. And I believe that on the way to Jenolan Caves, it goes above 1,200 metres over there in some places. Kai said, I guess you really, really love nature then. David said, come to that, I remember Bakelite 78 RPM records too. We had to wind up the gramophone when we were kids. I remember them. He had 78, 45 and 33 speeds on the record player. So he said yes, but she sometimes bites back. Alex said, back in the good old days, I still say videotape and used to love a cassette where you had to wind it back up if it unravelled in the player. Kai said, she bipolar. Zena said, I have had many injuries since I've been here. George said, lol, Alex, I had many a cassette tape unravel. Oh, yeah, I remember the cassette tapes unravelling. Alex, I used to have a record player and you could actually hear it if you pushed round by hand. Yes. Hey, Timmy, how you going? Hello, Hev. Hello, everyone. So glad the weekend is here, I'm sure. I'm glad too, actually. I think after this, I'm just going to lay on the bed and squirt myself with water and try and stay cool. I'd squirt yourself with water and turn the fan on, and it's really, really nice and cool. I've wet the chair behind me as well. I need to go stand outside and just hold the hose straight up in the air. Let it fall down on me like the rain, you know. David said, I still have drawers full of cassettes, Alex, 8-track cartridges, vinyl records, and even 7-inch reel-to-reel tapes from the 60s. Yeah, we used to have a projector. I'm sure we still have the tapes from that and the projector that used to play it. Dave said, I read that. Darren said, oh, that was horrible when the tape chewed up. Sounded like the music went underwater before it stopped. I remember that. And Kai said, Alex, I remember those. And Deb said, hey, Timmy. Alex said, yeah, and it would go all crinkled and would sound so dodgy when it played again, George. Santa said, Hev, I used to work for a guy that designed custom electronics back in the day when home automation was just starting. Really? Alex said, take me back to the good old days. George said, yeah, Alex. Santa said, we used to go to this estate for him to do installations, etc. at Hope Island. Kai said, Alex, no shit. Dave said, oh, no, Alex, we used to wind the turntable backwards by hand to hear the funny noises. Yeah, that was backmasking. Used to be able to hear evil stuff in it when you went backwards. George said, hey Timmy. Deb said, all good here, sound good. Alex said, yeah, I've heard a different mechanical sound on a few different videos and it is only for a second. I don't think it's your mic, Hev. Okay, cool. Whew. Darren said, Alex, as a kid we were taught to listen to records with plastic sup, a pin and a bit of tape, a plastic cup, a pin and a bit of tape. Zena said there was one home that had 28 vacuum-made points, each point covering 18 metres, ridiculous. I remember when that was coming out, when you could just plug your vacuum into a hole in the wall and it's, I don't know. Shannon said we just put a pen or lead pencil into the cassette tape hole to wind it. Yes, used to sit there and go like, put the pen up the tape and just sit there and go. And it twirled around, you know? Just sit there and go like that. The thing twirled. Zena said ducted vacuum system, yes. I remember them. I remember hearing about them. I never had one, but I mean, I remember hearing about them. George said, same here, Shannon. Kai said, cactus needles and scotch tape. Alex said, I'm glad I'm not alone. Darren said, Shannon, Bic pens lids were the perfect to wind tape. Alex said, we find that time machine teleportation device soon. Kai said, I'll need a med bed stat. I know you do. You really do, Kai. I recommend Kai goes first. Way ahead of me. Sherry said, didn't see you sneak in, Deb. Hello, trying to rearrange my living room. Have fun, Sherry. I love doing things like that. Darren said, where did you leave it, Alex? Kai said, I set mine for the sun and stepped out as I flicked the switch. David said, time and relative dimensions in space, Alex, so where is Doctor Who when you need him? We reject the upgrade. Come subdue the Cyberman, Doc. Kai's laughing. Sherry said, I'd rather live in those mountains, Xenotron. David said, Kai, be careful with that axe, Eugene. Darren said, David, Doctor Who is on the woke side now. Better off with the Daleks. Shit. Well, listen, Mike said, I heard the clock was fake. I don't pay attention anyway. Yeah. I'm just thinking it's coming when it's coming. Seriously, that's what... It's coming when it's coming. Just expect it, and it'll happen. Shannon said, good luck lifting a Cybertruck or any EV when it goes full killdozer. Yeah, I don't think that'd be easy to lift. Alex said, more than 20 high school students lift car to save mother and son. There you go, it's on YouTube, guys. Zena said, well, Sherry, there's a spare cabin next to mine. Come. George said, I've not watched Doctor Who in a few years. Zena said, it really is stunningly beautiful. Out to lunch said, old Doctor Who. Yeah, the old Doctor Who was good. The original 70s one with the guy with the curly hair that was just everywhere and that really weird scarf. You know, the multicoloured scarf. Don't worry, I've only had one cigarette. It's been going for like half an hour or more. Zena said, many times I wonder if I'm dead and living on the fringe of paradise. Then I drop a beam on my foot and I know I'm probably on the fringes of hell, lols. I hear ya, Zendron. David said, lol, Darren, I know I don't have any of the woke versions. Matt Smith was the last I watched and he had his faults. One does not wear a bow tie in the daytime, sir, but the fez is good. Sherry said, sounds tempting, Zena. Alex said, keep away from the EV. I don't even like to park near them, Shannon. Darren said, oh, shit, it jumped again. Wow, I really am way back in the comments. Oh, there we go. Darren said, don't bother watching it now, George. I was getting bad, but then they turned a doctor into a female. If you want different rules, you should make new programs. Exactly. Why do they do that? Keep the original as it is. Make a new movie. Kai said, the banner behind my channel badge on my channel page. Zena said, Sherry, if you have to flee, come here, I'll help you. Darren said, has anyone seen those driverless cars cause a massive traffic jam because they all shut down at once? Even AI has had enough. I did, Alex, I saw that. George said, that's when I stopped watching Doctor Who, Darren. Darren said, almost got run over by an EV the other day, Alex, crossing at the supermarket and didn't see Didn't see it coming around the corner. Obviously it was silent. Well, I like to hear cars coming. And how about blind people? How are they supposed to navigate when you can't hear electric cars? Davis said, Alex, never park anywhere near an EV. The older they get, the greater the danger. Kai said the timeline's twisted. Alex said it's a ticking time bomb, David. Out to lunch said keeping up appearances. Kai said not like a pretzel, like a woven sweater. Davis said another danger, Darren. Deadly silence, loud pipes save lives. They do. Sanders said I don't think the elites realise how tiresome it is to be God, having to do everything all the time to keep things running. Oh, they'll all get weary. Alex said, oh dear, I hope you're okay, Darren. They scare me with how quiet they are. Kai said it shows clearly in the human resonance of that moment. Shannon said, Hev is a Cylon. What's a Cylon? Darren said, even the old Doctor Who was better and you could see the people in the alien costumes. Kai said, a disturbance of the Force. Alex said, like a faster milk float. George said, did Hev just sound like a Dalek? Probably. Probably. It didn't even light. Blow my face off shortly. Davis said, yep, that's about it. Alex, parked next to an EV is a bit like playing Russian roulette with your car, not worth the gamble. Kai said she did. Pat said, I bought myself a Chinese fan, love it, always carry one in our bags in summer. I've got one somewhere. One of those little, you open it up and fan yourself. Kai said she did. Pat said, I bought myself, oh yeah, I read that one. Darren said, Alex, luckily I was in the supermarket car park. Imagine if it was on the road with a blind corner, of which there are many in England. George said, okay, Kai. Shannon said, nothing like getting stuck in the wet spot. Deb said, wet t-shirt. No, thank you. Nobody wants to say that. No. Nah. Alex said, it happened near me last year. The sun was too hot and the car went up, and the two cars next to it went up as well. So fast, would dread to think if someone was in the cars at the time, David. Ooh. Darren said, every time, Shannon. Out to lunch said, Shannon. Shannon said, but slow, Deb, I threw out that joke ages ago. Zena said, Hev, the maple syrup from Aldi is half that price. Really? Is it real maple syrup there? Because I buy Canadian maple syrup in the supermarket. Oh, and it's the real thing. Oh, wow. Out to lunch said, wet tea comes up. Darren said, David, it's a good idea if your car is about to fail and though, legit insurance claim. Out to lunch said, water. Kai said, yep, Dalek. Shannon said, all the cats freak out because she's got the water spray bottle. Darren said, wet it, try rich tea. They say a drink's too wet without one. Alex said, I'm sure there have been more accidents than we've been told, Darren. MSM only like to promote propaganda, and that's not what's actually going on. Remember Luton Airport a few weeks ago? Out to lunch said, got a laser pointer for our cat. Oh, they'll have fun with that. Alex said, they said it was started by diesel, but you know it was probably escalated by the EVs all around it. Used to be able to put them out. Not now, they just wait until it goes out. Alex said, you can't put lithium fires out. How terrifying. Xenotron said, out to lunch. Does she like it? Darren said it was diesel. Alex, that what they failed to mention is the Range Rover was very likely a hybrid. Alex said, I love manual cars too, never liked autos. Darren said, diesel fire would have given off black smoke. Out to lunch said, manual, Gen Z security system. Yep, Kai says stick shift is best, in my opinion. D-Lee said, late, but I made it. Hello, Hev. Hello, chat family. How you going, D-Lee? Alex said, they never tell the whole truth, Darren. Out to lunch said, taught Donna how to drive in a 78 Mustang 2 stick shift. Cool. D-Lee said, how you going, Kai? Kai said, Tony just got home, so I'm going to go early, guys. Have fun, Kai and Tony. Much love, guys. Kai said, may God, the creator of creation, bless and keep us all. May the force be with you. Zena said, I used to love the column shift. Showing my age. Out to lunch said, bye, Kai. D-Lee said, hello, George and Darren. Everyone's saying goodbye. Out to lunch said, well, is Hev helping? Are we helping? I think everyone's helping. I really do. And you guys help, and hopefully I help in some way. Hopefully. Alex said, I was taught by a rally driver, so manual all the way. I was taught by a truck driver how to drive. So manual all the way. Deb said, fear porn, nobody would have believed I'd be a manual car driver, but now I don't like an auto car. Oh, I love manual. I don't know, just, you got more control over, like, because my auto, you put your foot down and it goes, whee! And it's like, oh, shut up, will ya? It takes off like a little bat out of hell. But, I mean, I'd rather have control over when the gears are changing, you know. Kai said, guys, love a girl that knows how to handle a stick. Sana said, hope you're doing well, Dealey. Kai said, okay, gotta go. See, Kai, have a good one. Dealey said, yeah, I'm good, been baking cookies. Oh, I'd be baking if it wasn't so hot. Sana said, I have a Toyota Hiace manual 98 model. Oh, perfect. Deb said, that was a message. I started finishing eating, then sent another message. Darren said, I miss manual. Sana said, I love that van. Deb said, 1010 Adelaide, very moist. Alex said, I've seen adverts of free boiler upgrades from the government. I wonder if they're smart. Even though mine is broken, I would rather freeze than get a smart boiler. You can always ring them and ask, can't you? I don't know. Or is it online? Sana said, I'd take the money, then go and spend it in Patriot stores. Sana said, keep the phone. Shannon said, I'm waiting for the moistness. Out to lunch said, 3 feet is a yard. Yeah, I'm lost with feet, yards, and all that. Is that, like, there's like 3 or 3.5 foot in a metre? I don't know. Deb said, there's a lot of fear. God said, don't fear. God's got this. Out to lunch said, is a metre more than 36 inches? Hang on. One metre is 39.37008 inches. There you go. Yep, you're right, Zena. Hey, Stuart, how you going? Watch again tomorrow, 23:41 here. Good night, all. You too, Stuart. Out to lunch said, no fears. Zena said, I think a meter's about 39 inches. Stuart said, buffering all show, got 1 second about manual gearbox. Really? Alex said, 1,025 metres is approximately 3,363 feet. There you go. Darren said, Alex, they gave us a boiler upgrade last year. It's not smart, but it's not efficient. Needs electric to operate. Takes a few gallons of water before it gets to temperature now. Melissa and Mike said, I live at 6,400 foot above sea level. I think in metrics it's more. Well, that'd be about 2,000 metres. Somewhere around there, nearly around. Out to lunch said, I have a gutter mind. I know, a lot of people around me do. That's why I say things often and people look at me like, I didn't mean it that way, I didn't mean it that way, oh my God. Out to lunch said, Melissa, you up? Hi. Deb said, vinyl records, you could play backwards to hear different words. Shannon said, have a bucket on a rope above a chair, you can recreate flash dance and keep cool all in one. Shannon said, 580 feet is 176 metres. Wow, you live high up, Hev. I do. I live high up in the mountain. Where am I? Oh, there it is. Out to lunch said, dirty head on tape cassette player would mess a cassette up quick. Deb said, the people that do wall vacuum crashed into me. Car crash. Really? Darren said, yes, out to lunch. You wouldn't just let anyone put their cassette in your player in case they transferred the crap from theirs. Alex said, wow, I bet the air is really fresh where you live that high up. Melissa and Mike, oh, it would be lovely. Alex said, nothing is ever efficient anymore. Remember the agreement that was made back in the day to make things to break so people would consume more, Darren. Santa said, Hev, a usual bra home had a max of 6 or 7 points. Oh, bedroom. A usual 5-bedroom home had a max of 6 or 7 points. Wow. Menacing Muskrat said, striped you have. Oh, God love you. Thank you, Menacing Muskrat. I appreciate that. God love you. Darren said, I remember Alex's perfect description of the world today. Alex said it's more corruption to keep corporations rich. Then you see there's a colossal junk pile in the ocean that goes for hundreds of miles across and all the way down, Darren. Darren said, Hev, the NWO wouldn't worry about blind people being run down. Communism has no place for disabled or the old. Yeah, I know. Menacing Muskrat said, watched the Barry and Honey Sherman video. It was very good. Thanks, Hev. Yeah, no worries. She's pretty good, you know. Sometimes things get a bit, you know, muddled up and that, but she's pretty good normally. Out to lunch said, bucket. No, it's bouquet. Darren said, we get blamed for the waste, Alex. Shannon said, I find Hev's lack of knowledge about Battlestar Galactica disturbing. Do you? I've never watched it. Alex said, my heart breaks for the ocean life with all the junk, bomb testing and everything else. No wonder orcas are trying to sink boats. They're like, get the F out of our space. Probably. And then they beach themselves and stuff. It's horrible. Deb said, yes, I do not like that I can't hear Hev. EV, I was at servo, the car didn't make noise so I could hear it. Yeah. Deb said, yes, you should catch up. Hey, Shannon. Alex said, yeah, exactly. They don't even recycle it. All ends up dumped, yet we get all charged for the service. I can't wait until it comes out, Darren. Out to lunch said, Aldi requires employees to be vaxxed, I heard. Yes, they did. Deb said, spray bottle works on the whole family. Thanks for reminding me. I was sitting here getting really hot going, oh my God. Oh. I'm just going to have a drink. I've got a special mixed drink here. Looks like pea. It's not pea, believe me. It's vitamin C and electrolyte drink. Darren said, did you see the news about all the dead fish washing up on shore of Japan? They want us to think it's a climate thing, but we know the Japanese just dumped a load of radioactive water into the sea. Out to lunch, said Darren, yep. So I said, oh, out to lunch, don't tell me that. Shannon said, she never talk into a fan as a kid to do the cycle? Oh, is that what it was? Is that what you're talking about? Yes, I did do that when I was a kid. My grandkids do it now. Xander said, my son learned how to do throat singing because it started with the fan. Is everything all right? I just keep hearing my phone buzz and I'm thinking, is anyone messaging me to tell me something's... No, it's cool. It's good. Where am I up to? Deb said, spray bottle works on the whole family. Darren said, did you see the news about all the dead fish? I did read that, yes. Okay. So said, oh, yep, I read that one too. Out to lunch said, yeah, and Tractor Supply supported trans story time and bad food. Santa said, talking into the fan. Darren said, if my yard was only 3 feet, then I wouldn't need a lawnmower. Alex said, there have been so many sea life beaching themselves, and yes, I heard Japan just dumped a load of nuclear waste. It's apparently illegal to try and communicate with dolphins, whales, probably because they're so intelligent they would probably tell us a few things. Pardon me, sorry. I was trying to get off before any of this happened, like my stomach growling and me burping and shit. Out to lunch, said Alex, I've heard that too. Darren said, imagine being jailed for talking to a dolphin. Imagine that. Alex said, talking into a fan's like hearing Singer these days on auto-tune. Dave said, I had an encounter with a mother dolphin. Where'd that go? And her calf at Monkey Mia in the early 80s, Alex, before the authorities banned such close encounters. It was a divine moment. Darren said if they were singers, they wouldn't need auto-tune. Oh my god, I'm having a hot flush. There we go. It's not even coming out now. Hang on. That did. Oh. Okay. And now I'm dripping it with water everywhere. So said about the boiler, do you have an overflow tap? Apparently you're supposed to let some water go every few months and your heating will return. Santa said my hot water system wasn't working and I did this, the heat returned. David said producers sometimes use auto-tune on good singers, Darren, which makes them sound stilted and mechanical, more artist control needed. And it's jumped again. It jumped the other way. Shannon said that's why I don't shop at Aldi. Alex said IGA. It's the last place. I don't know if they made their workers vaccinate. Independent Grocers of Australia. Alex said, oh wow, I bet it was an amazing experience. I'd love to swim with dolphins, whales in the wild. I used to dream about the earth being underwater as a child. Santa said, oh Shannon, you're breaking my heart. I love Aldi. Santa said, I really don't like Woolworths or Coles anymore. Out to lunch said, I've swum in a ditch on the side of the dirt road in the 70s. We had white privileges, you know. Darren said, but Aldi don't love you, Zena. Oh, they treat you, their workers like army workers. That's what they do. My son used to work for him. Zena said, no. Shannon said, yes, they're all shite. I don't do self-checkout either as I don't get paid to work there. Alex said, Hev, don't electrocute yourself with your headphones. Imagine that. Zena said, the hose works on two fighting children in the same way. David says, seems it was once Alex, underwater that is. Yes, I was sitting in 3 feet of water and she circled me, rubbing me with her belly. She was such a lovely spirit. I felt her all over in my heart. Oh. Dave said, dolphins rock and they're fun-loving creatures too. Out to lunch said, Zena hose on 2 dogs too. Shannon said, dolphins are full-on grapists. Are they? Alex said, dolphins have saved countless people. I'm sure they've even taken on sharks. Yeah, they have. They've kept the sharks away from people. Far out. Dealey said, that's so awesome, David. Zane trying said, imagining it makes me laugh, the look of surprise. I'm just going to check the temperature and then I'm going to go. Because I'm boiling. I'm going to stand outside with the hose for a while. What is it? Hang on, it's updating. 29.8 degrees Celsius. It's got to get up to, what is it? 36 now, sorry. 36 degrees here today. And then 26 tomorrow. Oh, thank God for that. Anyway, I just got to live with it, you know, with the heat. I'm here in Australia. What am I supposed to do? I've got to live with the heat. There's nothing I can do. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go because I am boiling and I have to eat. Hang on, I'll read the last few. Comments. Zena said, imagining it makes me laugh, the look of surprise. Alex said, I've heard about that dolphins too, Shannon. Zena said, the dogs, not the dolphins. Out to lunch said, dolphins and whales are space creatures probably. Alex said, there's a video of dolphins protecting mother whale giving birth in South Africa. Darren said, many animals have relationships without consent. David said, I once had a conversation with a spider after taking strong LSD too. Alex, that was fascinating. But didn't need acid to hear the dolphin, eh? All creatures communicate one way or another. Yeah, that'd be funny, David, having a conversation with a spider after taking LSD. Deb said, update on. Not very. Everyone has to wear a mask at the hospital. Ah, really? Not everyone has to. And Alex has shared a Cape Town whale giving birth while dolphins circled to keep away predator. And with that, I'm going to go because I'm boiling and I need to eat. Okay, guys, hopefully, I don't know if I'll be back. Hopefully, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll have to see how I go. Okay, guys, much love, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time.
Fuck, it's hot.
I thought I would never be fine.
Holy shit.
I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.